Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love MMA as much as I do. Finally, the fight is official. UFC 293, Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, will defend his crown against Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland, let me say first and foremost, he really deserves this fight. His last two fights, he won them. He fought guys that were unranked, guys that could have beat Sean Strickland and got ranked and derailed his career as far as ranking wise. So I really do believe he deserves to fight. And I'm really happy for him. And let me also say, unfortunately, as a Sean Strickland fan of his trash talk and his fighting style, I believe he is outmatched with his Izzy fight. I don't think he's going to be able to beat Adesanya. He does have good hands. He's a good striker. He is dangerous for anybody. And because Izzy's primarily a striker and likes to stand with his opponents, that makes it more winnable for Sean. But Izzy is far better on the feet than Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland likes to do what he calls the man dance. That's like when he likes to come forward and come after you and hit you. Izzy knows that. Izzy is good at not getting hit for 5 rounds. People say he runs and does this and that, makes his fights boring. Well, guys, he is the champion. He wants to keep his title for a long time, and he has done a great job of doing that. He's held the belt twice since 2019, and we're in 2023, so that's called dominance. And I believe he will beat Sean Strickland pretty easily within 2 rounds. I don't think Sean has the knockout power quite, frankly, as much as Paulo Costa did. And while I do think Sean Strickland will be game as a fighter, he will show up ready to fight. I think he's going to swing and miss a lot with Izzy. Izzy's going to move around a lot. Good head movement. He's going to be very calculated for this fight. I think he picks apart Sean Strickland for 2 rounds. And I think by the earlier mid stages of the 3rd round, he's going to knock out Sean Strickland or TKO him and follow it up with some vicious ground and pound, much like he did Costa. Now, I know Costa didn't make it to the 3rd round. I think Sean Strickland makes it to the 3rd round. And I think he just puts him out with strikes easily. I say easily because I don't see a point where Sean Strickland is going to have Izzy in that much danger. He doesn't have the heavy hands that Pereira does. He doesn't have the finishing rate. I mean, he does finish people. I'm not saying he doesn't finish people, but he just doesn't present that the threat that Pereira does as far as knockout power and vicious knockout power and the grappling ability of somebody who's well-rounded like Jan Blachowicz did. So with that being said, again, unless Sean Strickland has a wild exchange with Adesanya and somehow gets the best of it, I don't see him outstriking Adesanya. He's always coming forward a lot. I don't see him outmaneuvering Adesanya on the feet. And I know he doesn't like to take guys down. He prefers to strike, so I believe that will also cost him the fight. I have Adesanya evading a lot. He's going to hit and run a lot and move and keep himself from getting hit. And again, I think he finishes Strickland without much of an issue within 3 rounds. Unless Strickland chooses to grapple and actually take Adesanya down and fight a smart fight, which technically by then he could beat Adesanya. But I don't see that happening. Sorry.